We got the 49ers season finale. Cardinals up next. Mike, you ready to get into it, baby?
You damn right.
What's going on, faithful? It's your host with the most. It's the BAM Show. It's your boy, Breezy, my man Mike in the building. It's been a long time. Happy New Year. Feliz Navidad. All that good stuff, man. I feel like we ain't did an episode since Christmas, since before Christmas.
That might be right.
I think so.
That's crazy. Well, Happy New Year to you. I hope you and the family are doing well. Hope you all have started 2025 off with a bang.
Yeah. Nah, it's just still same shit. Same. Yep. Bang. There it is. Bang, bang. Niner gang.
When the honesty can't help but just pour out, right? It's just,
oh, man.
Hey,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know.
It's a new year, man. It's January 3rd, actually, today. So, like, I hope your first and second was good as well.
It could have been better, you know. Work has been beating me down. I'm not going to lie to you.
It'll be over soon, though, like with the inventory. Like, I think that's what you're going through, right? Like, you're going through that. Yeah. It'll be over soon, bro.
They hit us with inventory. So, inventory prep is a whole week long. And then you have the inventory days. Inventory is due at the end of the year, right? It's fourth quarter inventory.
Correct.
So, I spent all of New Year's Eve doing inventory. I literally walked in my house at 11:59 and 32 seconds. I ran in. I grabbed the fireworks, put them in the middle of the street. My kids counted down from 12. I hit this and set it off, and I went to sleep. Like, that's how my New Year's Eve was, bro. And then the next day, they locked down the building because it's, you know, the holiday. We closed.
Right.
And then the day after that, 5 a.m., we get audited.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. So then we get audited right after that. So it's been a nightmare. It's been an absolute nightmare. And, you know, it is what it is. I got people quitting on me. You know, it is what it is, though.
Of course. Well, Mike, the good news is you don't got to worry about 49ers football anymore after this week because they're not going to the playoffs. So you can kind of take a break, just like the coaches, the players. Like, it's break time, man. I'm curious to know, like what do you plan to do during this this nice little break, like little reset time, you know?
Yeah, so thank God for my daughter, my mom's birthday. Mom's Duke's birthday is tomorrow. Y'all know about my baby's birthday was in December. We did something on the show for her. But the best thing about this all is I'm going to Arizona tomorrow.
Oh, are you going to the game?
Yeah,
That's
I'm going to be out there. We got a nice house, heated pool. I am going to relax starting tomorrow. Like, when I get off that plane, I'm taking the women to get their hair and nails done, and I'm going to get as naked as I can legally be in Arizona inside this pool. I'm going to relax and have a cigar.
Are you going to the game, or do you not care about the game? You just want to get out?
I don't care about the game. I might go. Yeah. If I feel like going, I'm going all the way out there, so I might as well.
The tickets are like $3.50. So, like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I might go. I don't know yet. It depends on how I feel.
On the 50-yard line for probably $49, bro.
Like, yeah, I think it was $127. Neither team is making the postseason. Like, it's all going to be backups.
Like, it's just, they still charging $127. Oh, to sit on the 50?
For the 50.
Yeah, that's good. Man, I'll give you the 127 right now. Go enjoy yourself, man. Like, yeah.
So, you know, I might end up going to the game still, you know. But my plan is to go out there if there's any faithful getting together on Saturday. You know, I'm
there's
going
a couple
to
of things going down, actually. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll definitely let you know what's going down. I think there's a rush road trip down there as well. So, you know,
I got
a lot of stuff,
John
man.
Up.
Shout out to all the Breezy Bunch members of the crew that's been here. They've been faithfully waiting. Like, this is shout out to Peachy. I see Matthew in here. Matthew had a comment. We did a giveaway show on Christmas. So I did a trivia Christmas, and I just gave some stuff away. Like, I just wanted to be Santa Claus and just give some stuff away. So Matthew, we'll talk about his story in a second, but this is funny from Justin, right? He said, I spent the last 5 minutes, because we're like 10 minutes late starting. I spent the last 5 minutes in the Seahawks chat. Wait, that wasn't a shot. I just wanted to, that wasn't a shot. I just want to. I'm trying to set it up so I can read it. When I read it and you were talking, I chuckled. I spent the last 5 minutes in a Seahawks chat waiting for this, and it killed me. The colors, I can't even see clearly. I can't even imagine what it's like in a Seahawks chat. But they're with us.
Yeah.
They're with us. I think. What do we say? Okay, in the NBA, when teams don't make it to the playoffs or they get kicked out of the playoffs, I forget what they say. Oh, they go fishing. I forget what they say about the NBA players that don't make it to the playoffs. Somebody out there probably knows. I wonder what we say for the NFL teams that don't make it to the playoffs. Like what do they do? There's a saying. I can't remember what it is though.
I don't know, but I mean, we on early vacay, so you know, nobody's. Well, we'll talk about it, but I don't expect a lot from other people from the team. So
Matthew said, "Yo, Breezy." Okay, so he won some jerseys on Christmas Day, and then
multiple
from me. Yep, and then he was feeling down. He said he wasn't really in the Christmas spirit, so he said that cheered him up. But then he said he got a text from the 49ers app that he won a signed Kittle jersey from a contest that he had entered. You got to give this man some love, man. Matthew out there stacking jerseys.
By the way, he might have a top 5 Avi.
Oh, yeah, dog. That was that. Yeah.
In a toxic relationship with my football team. Oh, come on, bro. Yes.
When that's
that.
when a saying just needs to go on a shirt. You know what I mean? Like, that's a shirt. Ready to go Empire. Mike, let's end the season with a win. Now, I got to get this. And I'm glad, the members are commenting right now. Thank you for the hashtag, too. Are you with this or are you against this? Like, do you want to end the season with a win? Because if you do, you're probably not going to be picking at 11. Probably, but it all depends on how the other teams lose. Or do you want to lose and make sure you lock that 11th pick?
I don't care about winning or losing. I know that sounds crazy, right? Like, I don't care if we win or lose.
I ain't mean to give you that gas face. My bad.
No, because I know, right? All right, I tell you, if I have to pick between winning or losing, if I had it my way, I want us to lose. Period. Get the higher draft pick. So period. But at the same time, the reason I don't care is because like we going pick who we going to pick.
That's why the draft pick don't matter, yo.
Right.
We'll be drafting one, and we'll pick like a running back or something, like something different. Like we'll pick something that we not. You know what I'm saying? I don't think.
Are we guaranteed to be last in the division this year?
Oh yeah. We got the 4th place schedule on lock.
No matter what.
Just, I think if we win, we're still in last place because we will still have less division wins. So even if we win, we're tied with the Cardinals. But we'll only split with them 1, and then we split with the Seahawks 1, but our record.
Okay, so if we can guarantee that we'll be last in the division, then I say we go out there and whip their ass.
Yeah, but we already got the 4th place schedule. That's already locked in. So last in the division.
So then we guaranteed to be last in. Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah. I think the schedule got locked in when we lost the last game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we finished last, but I'm just saying I think that's when the schedule guarantee came through when we lost to the Lions.
Right. So there's 2 games that are decided, 3 games, I'm sorry, that are decided based off of where you finish in your division. So once the schedule was finalized, then it was guaranteed that we're last. And you're right. I did see that a couple of days ago that our opponents were all set. So you're absolutely right. So we are guaranteed to be last. So then if that's the case, go out there and whoop the Cardinals' ass. Now I want us to win.
I just want to win.
Because 3 or 4 more picks higher ain't gonna matter. We got John Lynch. John Lynch don't give a shit about 3 or 4 picks. He'll move up and down in the draft board accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's a fact, and we've seen him do it year in, year out. There's been a couple of years we actually just literally just picked all the picks. We got 11 draft picks, if I'm not mistaken, right? In this draft,
happened one time where we didn't move around the board.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. What's going on, Dawn? We see you out there, Mike. Man, I know it's crazy to I can't believe we're ending. I can't believe we're not going to the mother playoffs, bro.
Can I ask you why?
I mean,
yeah. Come on now. Why?
Of course, of course you could ask me why. But I mean, I understand why we're not going. Does that make sense? But I just can't believe like this is a season where we fell short. But I understand why.
Kyle Shanahan's been coaching here for what? 8 years?
8 years. Yeah.
Haven't we only made the playoffs 4 times?
Yeah.
3, 4 times?
Yeah.
So this ain't new. This is part of the course.
No, that's Mike. When you've been going to the playoffs consecutively for the last couple of seasons, I think the expectation you can't say that shit because every year you expect us to go to the playoffs. Like, don't act like you don't. If you didn't, you wouldn't predict the season record that you predict. So like, come on now, don't hit me with that.
The season predictions went out the window week 2.
They didn't go out the window week 2, Mike.
Shit, mine did.
My point is we expect to go to the playoffs. I understand exactly why we're not going to the playoffs. Just like I understood why we didn't go to the playoffs those other 4 times we didn't go to the playoffs with Kyle Shanahan. First year here as head coach. Second year, did we go to the playoffs the second year? Nope. 2019 is when we went to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
right?
correct. Second
Super
year
Bowl.
was when Jimmy was supposed to start, but he went out.
He got
Kansas
injured.
City,
Yep,
so we
against
didn't do
Kansas City.
anything then.
So
Then
like,
we get
look,
Nick Bosa.
I totally get it. Like, but dang, like it just sucks because now we're just gonna be at home chilling, watching the playoffs. You gonna watch the playoffs? I'm gonna watch.
Oh, absolutely. I love football, and that's another thing too, right? Like with no expectations of the Niners, I got back into my love for NFL overall. Like I've been so enthralled. Is that a word? Enthralled?
I don't know, but I like it.
I've been so enthralled with 49ers football that I kind of got away from the rest of the NFL. I enjoyed sitting back watching football, bro. Like I had a good bro, I even watched some college football. Like for real. Like how about all the upsets in the college football playoffs, right? Like that's what's up. I had a good time watching football and I'm looking forward to that on Sunday also. And the playoffs. I'm so excited. I want to go out to bars. I want to go socialize. I want to meet people from other fan bases. Like it's rejuvenated my love and passion for the NFL, for the Shield. I think it's sometimes good to have a little bit of a reset. My man telling you it's a family.
No, listen, man, this is what Ty. This is Ty, man. This is what I love, man, about him, man. He's gonna sit there. He's right. This is a family show. I think. I don't remember this being the family show. I remember the Wayne Breezy show being the family show, but this is the BAM show. But if you want it to be a family show, it's a family show.
Wait till he see what we doing next season, because the title gonna make him think it's not a family show.
Well, all I'm saying is, yeah, you're right, and thank you for that, because I had to reel it in. But Mike's the only person that make me curse, because he says stuff that gets underneath my skin. And there's only a way he could do it like that. That's why I get.
I don't
weird.
even understand. Wait, what'd I say?
You said something about not expect something about the.
I said expectations went out the window week 2.
No, but it was before that I cursed.
You know what it is?
No,
I think I know what it is. I think you have an expectation of me on this microphone.
I do not have an expectation. Well, I mean, we should have expectations of each other on the microphone, but I don't really think I have an expectation of you on the microphone. I just want you to show up so we can do the damn show.
If you didn't have expectations, you wouldn't be disappointed in what I was saying and react the way that you did. Like it's a reaction to.
Well, I
I
was reacting that way because you clearly expected us to go to the playoffs at the beginning of the season, regardless of if you felt like week 2 we weren't going, which I don't remember you ever saying. But if that's what you say, you're saying that's no problem.
Well, I never said we weren't going to go as early as week 2 because I kept saying we're not mathematically eliminated. I said, but even with our win against the Jets, and we did have this long conversation because at the end of it, you were like, Mike, we won. Like, how much more you want us to do? We won. I was like, yeah, but we were still having poor tackling angles and all that stuff. Like, this has been a consistent issue for this 49ers team. Now, week 2, I was like, yeah, they're not going to improve. And I kept telling people, this is when I got on my whole stop being results-based and all that stuff. You know what I mean? We didn't quit on the no harm, no foul show. Guys, I've been working my ass off. Throwback. We didn't quit on the show.
See, Mike could curse, but when Wayne Breezy does it, it becomes a
You dropped the
show.
F. I dropped an A.
It's the same difference, bro. Bad words are bad words.
It's
There's
not.
no
An F, you fail. An A, you pass.
Nah, bro. That come on, man. That is not.
That was fire. That was fire.
Dope. That was dope. Did you think of that on your toes though?
Nah,
like
it just came out. Yeah, it
that's
just
what
came
I'm
out right
saying.
now.
Like, that
yeah,
was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
That was good. That was
Yeah.
definitely good. But
No harm, no foul. We'll be back, guys. Don't worry. Like I promise you guys. Like Wayne and I
think
are working on some stuff.
yeah, scheduling just has been really weird. Once the holidays kicked in, I was away doing music gigs. Like the timings were we didn't even have time to record. Like
Right.
so, it's just
Pre-record and stuff like- yeah.
just bear with us. Like you know what I mean. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're here. Like you know what I mean. Here goes this the number one 49ers hater on the
snap.
planet.
Fam, this is a foul comment right here.
I didn't quit on the students. I gracefully bowed out. It's a big difference. And I let them know. Now quitting would have been like if I just didn't let them know and didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? That's quit. Me, I was like, listen, I got some other plans. And matter of fact, most of my students was egging me to do what I did. Like
To pursue your dreams. That's how you know they love you and they mess with you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a fact. So I ain't quit on them. But I ain't going back. You know what I mean?
Wait, that's completely contrary
Like,
to our
here's the
last
thing, right?
conversation.
Nah, here's the thing, right? Like if I could start my own institution for children to come in, to learn, to teach unorthodox, I guarantee you I would have like a building flooded of kids wanting to learn. Like
You should
guarantee
connect
it.
with Dr. Umar.
Listen, when I tell you, and you know what, I would do it to where I wouldn't hire any teachers that are certified. I don't need certified teachers. I need
Oh, wait, whoa.
No. Hear me out. There's a lot of teachers that are certified that are bad teachers. Certification doesn't make you a great teacher. Certification just says you passed the test to teach. There's a bunch of people out here that can connect to kids. And if we talking kids, especially these inner city kids, they ain't looking for cats with degrees and all that type of stuff. They need the people that could connect to them, that could get them to learn. Like I said, my school will be different. I'll be on some Dr. Xavier stuff. I was about to say the S word, but I said stuff. See how I did that? You know what I mean?
do.
So
I do.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better. So if I could work with kids in a way like without the bureaucracy of the educational system, because I think it's bad. I really do.
I do. I agree with you there, but I also think that structure is needed.
You can still have
Like
structure.
for guidance. Yeah.
That degree
I
doesn't.
I would like to see the plan. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, a degree doesn't
I'm
make
with it.
you structured, bro. The plan is what structures you.
The people with the degree apply within the structure is what
Nah,
I'm saying.
and see that's the issue. You're teaching kids that are outside of boxes, and you're trying to force them
And trying to force them into it.
this
And
structure.
what you're
and
doing
it's not
is
the
you're making everybody
teacher's
a
structure.
drone.
It's not the teachers. It's the plan from the state.
The curriculum.
The
and that's how it
curriculum,
works.
right?
Yeah.
So you got to know how to adapt to these kids, man. You got to know how to adapt to them. We got a different grouping of children, different minds. What happened to the beautiful minds? We don't care about their minds. That's what turned
But-
me off. And that right there, when you couldn't really it's not just about the arts, but when you really couldn't tap into a child's just extra. I like to say they got some of these kids got some stuff. Some of these kids are super creative and very knowledgeable. They just don't know how to articulate it. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what we're here for.
As a father, I love everything you're saying because like what you're saying, right? Every kid is not the same. Every kid doesn't learn the same, and find what makes that kid special and what they excel at, and then bring it out of them. Those are the teachers that impact our lives the most. Those are the ones that really, really drive it home. Anybody can go in there and say 1 + 1 is 2, right? But to get a kid to understand,
because that's what they tell us. 1 + 1 is 2. Right? You're
on.
right. You're right. And just to bring this full circle, shout out to Ben. What's going on, broski? 5-month member, man. Shout out to Ben. And this is what I'm getting at. Full circle. Kyle Shanahan. We just talked about teachers
snap.
and reachers. Now, I believe Kyle Shanahan. I believe he could teach. I believe.
tell me a lie, because now we about to argue. Now we about to argue.
I believe he has the plan. The plan is there. Can he articulate it and orchestrate it into a way to make it come to fruition? Well, sometimes, yeah, when everybody's working, when everybody's right, when everybody's good, when everybody's healthy. But man, when you get some of them kids that come into that football stadium classroom that just don't know what X and O mean and the way he's trying to teach it or deliver it, missed tackles, lining up in the wrong spots. That's all coaching, by the way. And so, like, those are the things that I feel like Kyle, and taking this break, he needs to really reflect and be like, look, I got to get some guys that can come in here and connect to some of these younger, different type of learners. Because not every teacher is going to be able to reach every student. And you need to, that's why you have meetings. That's why you come together. Hey, we'll work with this student. They're doing really good in your class. So what did you do that was different? Oh, I tried this. Oh, I tried this. And that's what that's all about, bro.
When we sat here and discussed the two different types of teachers, we talked about those with the degrees and those that operate based off of just the curriculum and those that can tap into something different. Which one do you think Kyle is? And don't lie. I don't care
Kyle's
who's watching.
degree. He's the degree guy.
Exactly. Because he has the system. Kyle is the system.
We're not disagreeing.
So it
But
would
now
mess
he
with him
needs-
mentally.
No, it wouldn't. He needs. This is the issue. He needs to get these guys. I think these coaches that he has are incompetent. Like, I really do. He needs to be challenged. I think Kyle Shanahan needs to get these coaches in here that can get to some of these players. You know what? We didn't like some of the results from Steve Wilkes. What? What's the problem?
I couldn't disagree with you more on what you just said, but I want you to finish your statement.
Think about it. I don't think
you
these
already went back
coaches
in.
are able to get to these players and get them to learn the things that they need them to learn. I think we need better coaching. So starting with the defensive coordinator, you can sit here and tell me that Nick Sorensen is a good defensive coordinator this year.
Absolutely not. He should be gone.
With a straight face?
Dead ass straight. Like,
No
just boom.
no grace, no mercy,
I couldn't smile if I wanted to.
So that's
Frank
what
Williams died in the 90s. Your grace and mercy is a long time ago, bro. It's gone.
That song still hit hard. So my point is, Mike, if Kyle can find those right teachers, right? If he's the principal and he can find the right teachers, because Kyle's the principal. That, like, when you go to principalism, you leave the classroom. You see what I'm saying? So principals don't teach unless they have to. Unless they're in a small school and they can't get substitute teachers to come in, they can go to no. Because principals are, first of all, principals are teachers. Most of them. Most principals have been teachers. Some principals, though, hear me out. Some principals go through the system. They go through the schooling. They go straight to. Hear me out. They don't even teach. They go straight to college. They go past college, get their master's. They still in college. They ain't teaching yet. Then they go straight to admin college, right, which is the next level. And then they just pass the test. No experience in the classroom. I feel like Kyle Shanahan has come up in the system. He's had experience in the classroom. Now he's at the principal stage. And I just don't think he has the right teachers.
Okay. You are good. Because there's parts of what you're saying that I completely agree with, and there's other parts that I couldn't disagree with more. So, Nick Sorensen, you threw it right at me. That is the most obvious. He ain't it. He's not it, right? But I want you to recall maybe about 12 weeks ago when Mason was at the podium talking about how him and Bobby Turner didn't see eye to eye. Mm-hmm. But then he realized, and he excelled in his position, his opportunity, right? The right teacher got through to that right guy, that right young man, and made a difference to him.
I didn't say all of his teachers were
right.
bad.
No, I know.
Yeah, so he has to. Kyle Shanahan has to take this time to reflect and be like, all right, man, you can go teach somewhere else. Go ahead.
What I'm even more impressed with what you just did is you took Kyle out the equation, because I was ready to blast Kyle, bro. You put him in the principal's office.
That's where he is.
Because I can't even argue against it, because you're right. Because I was ready to attack Kyle, the teacher. I was about to get on Kyle, the teacher, and you took it away from me.
The teacher was when he was offensive coordinator. So he did it. He did his time in the classroom. He taught.
You got me.
And then he became a head coach. And when you become a head coach, you become the principal. Now you got to run the operation, like literally.
Okay. Now but he's an overbearing principal.
1,000%.
And that's an issue.
And not only is he overbearing, it may be a little bit overwhelming. So the question is Kyle aging and getting more wise, saying, you know what? It takes a village. We don't know this, right? But that's what it all right. Who is probably the most stubborn head coach we've seen in our lifetime? Like, is it Bill
As
Belichick?
a 49ers head coach?
No.
Oh,
just
overall.
coaching. Is it Bill Belichick, maybe?
I don't know if it was Bill Belichick, if I'm being honest with you.
That's a good point. Because
I feel like Bill just let the offenses just, hey, like,
he trusted whoever
coaches.
Yep. He trusted whoever he had in charge of the office, whether it was Bill O'Brien or Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
Like that's your thing,
Right.
And then he didn't micromanage the defense either.
Even though it was his defense, the defense was his baby.
Even though it was his defense,
but he said, "Hey, give me an A+ nose tackle." He had his standards, but I'm not going to micromanage it.
Kyle's micromanaging though, and that's the issue.
Boom! Look at this agreement. Good boy, I did not think he was going to come.
You mother truckers, Mike Dicker, Buddy Ryan, Chuck. No, y'all talking hard nosed coaching. Tom Landry. Those is Rex Ryan. Speaking of Rex Ryan, he's supposed to be trying to come back to football. Come back to
bring
coach.
him here.
That
should be our defensive coordinator.
I agree.
My God!
Listen, but I think he wants the head coach though.
No. You got to work your way back up, buddy.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
There's a Buddy Ryan. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Rex Ryan doesn't have to work his way back up.
If you telling me that you wouldn't take Rex Ryan on a one-year flyer as a defensive coordinator,
that's not what I said. That is
okay.
not
Fine.
what I said.
You're right.
I said there's going to be a team that's going to offer him a head coaching job, and the Niners going to be like, "Yo, come coach the defense."
There's 6 head coaching positions that's going to be available. Ain't none of them hiring Rex Ryan as the head coach. Not coming off of what he been on the sidelines for what 7-8 years?
By choice.
It's not by choice, bro. He failed miserably at the end, bro.
You can't say it's not by choice.
All right, we can't argue that. We don't know.
We don't know.
I think he has to start as a coordinator and prove it first because it's some hot names out there right now. Ben Johnson's like he is the top priority, right? I think Ben Johnson's
going to be a terrible head coach, by the way.
Yo, this guy is agreeing with me on a lot of stuff that I didn't share with him. I completely agree with you.
It's just my thoughts, man.
He's going to lose that special sauce when he has to apply his focus in other places. All right, I see what's going on.
Sounds like Kyle Shanahan, right?
Sounds like Kyle Shanahan, right? When they get outside of the teacher's booth and have to step into the principal role, all of a sudden shit change up a little bit, right? Dun, dun, dun. Nah, that ain't the one I want to hear. Where is that? There it is.
Well, I had to give you the round of applause, bro. I had to give you the round of applause. That was round of applause worthy.
Yeah. All right, what we got going across here?
Before we get going with this 49ers stuff, because I know we got to get going. We ain't talked 2 weeks, just about.
He telling the truth. The last couple of times we talked, we was arguing. So, I mean, arguing about arguing.
And so we come on here, and I don't even know how we got to the class. Shout out to GSU for Life One that made that comment that Mike thought I was going to clap back at. Shout out to because that set the tone. Like that is what happened. We went to the classroom, and then we brought it full circle to the Niners. Crazy. Niners news updates, man. They signed defensive lineman Teron Jackson to the practice squad. Offensive lineman Zach Johnson to the practice squad as well. They placed linebacker Dre Greenlaw on the IR. What are your thoughts on these guys, man? The Niners trying to get through one more game, one more week.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Why do people say, can I ask you a question?
Well, because if you say no, I'm not going to ask the question.
But who would ever say no?
Oh, I know a lot of assholes. My wife is the biggest one, right? Like, I'd be like, babe, can I ask you a question? You just did. You don't get another one.
Dang.
Touche. Like, that's just my wife. Like, look, she waving at me over here, eating her tacos. All right. But were you disappointed in the offensive line play last week?
Yeah.
Overall, because down the stretch, it's an easy yes. Down the stretch, it's an easy.
I mean,
yes.
overall, no. Well, to be fair, Kyle changed up the offensive play calling big time. Like we talking quick throws, we talking Brock getting the ball out of his hand quick, and then I felt like the only time Brock got pressured was when he was trying to make a throw down the field. Some guys just didn't get open quick enough. But yeah, like I thought to answer your question, I thought the offensive line looked decent. And then just down the stretch, you had one boo-boo, 2 penalties on the offense in that whole game. Like, I mean, 2 penalties, bro. 2. One on Austin Pleasant's first time starting for the Niners, and that was in the 4th quarter, bro. Like, a legal man downfield. Like, he wasn't.
Which means that he was just too anxious to block. Like, he was ready to get after it.
Bro, I don't even know what that means. What the f does that even mean? I watched the film 100 times. I didn't even know how to explain to the people that he was downfield illegally because he didn't even get downfield until after George Kittle hit the ground. Like, I'm just like, I don't understand a legal man downfield, an eligible man downfield or something like that, whatever they call. And then the other one was, what was the other penalty?
Holding?
Yeah, no, it wasn't holding. It was pass interference on Jacob Conway. Now, I ain't going front. Conway's got to learn how to sell the pick. Like, sell it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got to learn how to sell it.
He also got there early, and it was like you could tell he was blocking.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
No,
you didn't do the runner hands. Do the runner hands.
No, Mike, you got to watch it again. He ran too fast. That was the early part, and he was trying to let up, and he couldn't because of his speed, force.
He got there too fast.
Yeah, and it just so happened to rub the wrong way. Yeah, that was bad.
But you can get away with that if you look like you're running full speed. He realized, I'm here too early and tried to slow down.
Up.
And it made the hands look awkward, right? Just run your route and run into him full speed.
Yeah, like
then it looks like a coincidental collide.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make it look natural.
Yeah.
And pose to them. That's like when offensive linemen hold and then they let go and then they put their hands up in the air. I didn't hold. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
We saw you. And now you just highlight. Now you're reminding us to throw the flag. Like, stop with the nonsense, right?
So here's one of the things I would like the 49ers players to do. I would like these guys to go to some type of acting school. Nick Bosa needs to be the first person to sign up for acting school. Nick Bosa could get a hold call on every play.
Yes. I didn't expect that to come through. Oh, sorry. But yes.
No, that's fine. He could get a holding call on every play if he only knew how to sell the hold. Like, just
flop, bro. Like, LeBron, do me a favor. You may be the greatest flopper the NBA has ever seen.
All time. That's another thing that might separate him from Michael Jordan.
Like, please. Can you please call Nick Bosa? Just give him a day. If he gets a fraction of what you got in the flop bag, we every third down is in favor of the 49ers from now on. Yo, I've seen LeBron draw a penalty and nobody even touched him. Like, they do like this with the ball and he goes and the elbow pass him like this.
King of flops, yo. He's the king of flops, king of ball. Bosa, you're getting held on every play. But if you sell it, my guy, listen, my boy, all you got to do is learn how to sell it. And that's what we're asking. And it starts with Bosa. Because that would be a penalty every single time, bro. But I think it's because of his force.
He's young enough and strong enough and good enough to think that I can fight through this hold and still make a play.
That's the issue.
Take the L, bro.
Yeah, every time. Like, why use all the energy when you just, I got choked. Like, hit the ground, do something.
Come on.
Like, do something. Like, look, anyway, we just having some fun here. I don't want people out there to be like crazy.
Back to the update. I don't know much about Teron Jackson, and I don't know much about Zach Johnson.
It's okay.
But I will say this. The offensive linemen excite me. Any new offensive lineman coming into the system, I was not disappointed through 3 quarters with the offensive line play. Down the stretch, it kind of became obvious we abandoned the run game. And so, like, we were going to force a throw, and I think the defense felt that also. They started stunting and throwing a little bit more at the offensive linemen, and these guys had never played together, so it looked a little more obvious that this was a new group down the stretch, right? I thought Chris Forrester did a phenomenal job with these new faces and new places. And so bring them in. I say bring as many bodies to this offensive line as you possibly can from by hook or crook. You know what I'm saying? Get them in here and let us throw some bodies in because we need them. This 49ers offensive line is about to get a massive shakeup this offseason. And so if we can get an evaluation on some of these guys now, let's see what happens. Like, who the heck is Heck?
Charlie
And
Heck.
why didn't I know more about him before, right? Like, where did he come from, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt in the first half. You know what I mean? And so I'm not opposed to a guy like Zach Johnson or any other offensive lineman coming in here. Let's see how they play and let's see how they perform. I don't know anything about Tyron Jackson. And then when it comes to Dre Greenlaw, I think this bodes well for the odds of the Niners re-signing him.
Why is that? I'm curious to know.
Well, I felt like they were kind of like coddling and babying him, right? So when there's nothing to play for and they knew that and they let him go out there and start this game, it's like, all right, they want to see or maybe evaluate. And I felt like they wrapped him up so quickly. It's like, okay, they're protecting their future investment. That's the way I looked at it. Trent Williams, they know they got him for another year or two, right? But next year, we're not even going to let you get out here on this field right now. Go sit down. We don't need you. Playoffs are a long shot. Go rest up, right? And I feel like they're doing the same thing with Dre Greenlaw. They know that he's going to be back next year if they can extend him. That's what made me feel that. Greenlaw needs an extension. And it helps the Niners from a front-facing standpoint, right? Like Dre Greenlaw's on the free agency list. Oh, man, we could use Dre Greenlaw. Dude, this guy finished the season on IR. How serious is that injury? Do we want to take that chance? Maybe we don't offer him anything. What the Niners did with this move is lower his value and wrap him in bubble. So I say do it. You got to sometimes protect the guy from himself.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the Niners do offer, what offer they'd make him. Do they do him a solid because they know his value is great, or they look to get one of those kind of like discounted type of deals? Before we get into the game day statuses of who's gonna be ruled out of the game and who's gonna be questionable, doubtful, and all that good stuff, let's just go over these Pro Bowl guys, man. The 49ers got 4 players that were voted to the 2024 NFL Pro Bowl. You got Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Kyle Juszczyk, and George Kittle, all captains. All 4 captains voted. And here's your alternates: Brock Purdy, Deommodore Lenoir, Leonard Floyd, and Trent Williams. I see Mike shaking his head, so let us know. Shaking the head. Let's know.
The alternative list is the alternates list is just insulting to Pro Bowl voters. It's just insulting. How many quarterbacks make the Pro Bowl? Is it 8?
I don't know, Mike. I stopped watching.
I think it's 3 starters or 4. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say starters because that's obviously only 2 can be starters, right? AFC and NFC, right? So I think it's 3 quarterbacks or 4 quarterbacks each team.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think Brock Purdy was the 8th best quarterback in the NFL this year?
I don't think Brock Purdy was bad though. But
okay, so then tell me yes. Then tell me you think Brock Purdy was the top 8 quarterback this year?
No, because I think Baker Mayfield should have made the list. Period.
Yes. Boom.
So like Brock shouldn't have been the alternate. Baker Mayfield should have been the alternate, if anything. Because who I don't know. I don't have the list of who are the quarterbacks, but who are the quarterbacks?
Oh. Well, then let me do some research. And while I'm looking this up, by the way, I don't think Trent Williams should have made the Pro Bowl. This dude played all of 6 games this year, and the games that he did play, Trent Williams was not good.
He didn't make the Pro Bowl. He made it as an alternate, so
he shouldn't have. Is my point.
I mean, yeah, I guess he didn't play enough football, but that's crazy. That lets you know how great he was for the time he played. Because Trent Williams is still you laughing, but Trent Williams is still one of the top offensive tackles in the league. That's crazy. That's how great he is.
You thought from what you saw of Trent Williams on film this year.
No, I did not think that. I'm just telling you how he was graded. And
you think Pro Bowl is based off of grading?
I'm just telling you from grading. Pro Bowl is based off of voting. Okay, so
period.
So if you're a 49er, the faithful are great at voting. That's what that came down to.
NFC quarterbacks, and there's only 3. Jaden Daniels, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff. Okay. If you guys thought the NFC stood a chance in this Pro Bowl, it's over.
See, that's where it's tough, right? Because you got Sam Darnold, Jaden Daniels, and Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
I still think Baker Mayfield should have made the alternate list. So Brock's the fourth quarterback.
Correct.
So one of those quarterbacks, one of those quarterbacks won't be at the Pro Bowl.
Correct.
Right. And Brock will end up, if healthy, he would take the place.
Mm-hmm.
But
Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson made it from the NFC.
And one of those quarterbacks won't make it. So that alternate guy is going to be the next guy up. But I think Baker Mayfield should have been the alternate guy. Personally, I think he had a better year than Brock. Just being honest.
I think he looked more competent than Brock.
I think he had a better year than Brock. Period. End of discussion. You could make it how you want it. Think Baker Mayfield was a better quarterback than Brock Purdy. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. So those are the Pro Bowl guys, man. Congratulations to the 49ers players. And here's your game day status, man. Ruled out Spencer Burford, Brock Purdy, Deommodore Lenoir, Deebo Samuel. Ruled out, knee injury. No Debo. Robert Bill Jr. ankle. Players that are listed doubtful. DFF. All right, calf injury.
He's a guy that kind of worries me sometimes. But all right, I'll shut up. I know you're reading the list. So
nah, man. Listen, questionable George Kittle, Jair Brown, and Colton McKivitz, as well as Isaac Yiadom, who to me was the worst DB in that game against Detroit. He just was.
And that's saying something because a lot of those guys, Wayne, I was not happy with Green. I know we got into a little GC argument about Green, bro. Like I don't know what the fuck people were looking at. I'm sorry, I don't know what the heck people were looking at. It's push the beat, please help me. No, that's the wrong one. You need no. You put your arm wrong. There it is. That beep, there it is. I don't know what he was looking at when he saw this. Ricardo Green was out there looking like Ricardo Green, and
so
it did not.
I watched the film. I figured it out. It wasn't his fault. It was not his fault, bro. I figured it out. They were in zone coverage. All right, hear me out. They were in zone coverage. And Deommodore Lenoir and Renardo Green didn't know what they were doing. Like that. Like. And I hate to say that because we talk about my man Demo, but I figured he was lost because he started on the outside. He started with his guy going to the outside. Then he dropped back into his space.
Stop. Let me just stop you there.
Okay, go ahead.
Just for questions. Was it zone or was it
zone?
man?
It was zone.
Okay, so if
but
his guy,
he looked like he was playing man. I didn't mean to cut you off, but his initial move was that he was playing man. I think
based off of what? What makes you say that?
Just the way he followed the guy. Duh.
Because he could wait, stop. Because we're talking about a red zone, a goal line play.
I understand that. First, the play.
I'm asking you for clarity.
Was bad, right? And I'm telling you. So, like, Deommodore Lenoir started going in man, and Renardo,
and he pressed his man. Yes.
And nah, he did not. And Renardo,
he didn't get hands on.
No, they were both off. Everybody was off. Everybody was 55 yards off their guy, like
and an 8-yard set, right? Yeah. Welcome to the second row, baby. Like that's what we was doing. So it was bad. It was bad design from the beginning.
It was bad design. The defense was in the stands, right? But I can't say it was a bad design because we did that play earlier in the game and it worked. They did it right. You got a PBU out of it. I think Renardo Green thought Deommodore Lenoir was doing something, and it confused the hell out of him, and he was the one that gave up the touchdown. Like it was on Green, but Green was going to the back end and Talanoa they just suck at communication.
Hufunga's not. No,
he's not coming back. Yeah, he's not coming back.
Okay,
he's not coming back.
His words, not mine. Because I'm not sold on Brown either. So I don't know where to go.
I think Brown gets another year
because of the contract.
Because of the contract. Yeah. But I think with Huff, he got his All-Pro, and I think they move forward. I'm drafting safety. I'm sorry.
Yes, there you go. Safety should be the third pick or earlier. Top three. Lie to me.
No.
Lie to me.
Why would I? Why would I lie? Why would I lie? I'm sorry, man. If my offensive lineman is gone, and I see my safety from Notre Dame sitting right there on the board.
Oh man, you doing it again? You get another.
Bro, First of all, Notre Dame know how they produce safeties. I didn't go to Penn State. I went to Notre Dame this time. This kid is Kyle
I like my
Hamilton-esque.
linebackers from Penn State.
Yeah, but my point is, like, if he's there, if Watts is there, and your lineman is going, the one that, the Niners be having specific skill sets that they be looking for in their lineman. It don't be the Kelvin Banks or the ones that we like, we need to get this guy. Nah, it be specific, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. But I'm drafting a free safety that can roam the field and can cover from sideline to sideline, got the speed, all those traits. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. You're good. Because I think we need to address the safety position. I think we need to address the offensive line position. And I don't know what the top priority is. This one really might just fall to BPA. As long as the Niners don't outsmart themselves in this draft, the pick between 9 and 15 should be BPA.
Oh, 1,000. And yeah. Nah. Yeah.
Hey, we got all off. Don't even worry about it, bro. Don't even worry about it. We got.
I'm gonna say that. Yeah. Ashton Genty may be right there at 11. Do you pick a running back?
Are you asking me?
Yeah,
I would.
Just there's so many.
Why wouldn't a running back be BPA?
Because there's so many.
So, how many are impactful? There's not so many that are impactful.
There's at least 10 impactful running backs that fit this scheme the way we need it to fit. At least 10. And they're not first rounders.
So then he wouldn't be BPA.
That's what I'm saying. So but BPA is the best player available. So he would be the highest ranked guy. But do you go that route if you don't need?
But doesn't a lot of depth at your position lower your BPA?
No, there's not a lot of depth at
average?
The running back position. There's just, you can get running backs later in the draft is what I'm saying. I don't think for the 49ers is what I'm saying is if they got a specific skill set for their running back, I don't know if they would go Genty if he's right there at 11 and he's the best player available on the board. Because you can get a Scatterbo maybe in the second round or third round, or you could there's a bunch of running backs that I think could fit the Niners.
We'll talk more draft stuff because I want to figure out how to determine BPA. That is a episode all on its own. So
Got you.
We'll do that at another time. Let me ask you this question though: with Brock Purdy being deemed as out already, who do you want to see start this game?
The starting quarterback
Niners?
is Josh Dobbs. It's already been.
Is that official?
Yeah, it's official.
Oh, so okay. I haven't seen.
It's okay.
You are
okay.
news.
That's what we're here for. So Josh Dobbs is starting. So it's Josh Dobbs, Kyler Murray. I don't have which
Kyler Murray starting.
I believe I don't have the players for the Cardinals that are going to be out of this game. I'm assuming that they're going to start some guys. The only players that I know that aren't playing, James Conner was sent to the IR. He won't be playing in this game. And so
oh shit, we might win then.
Bruh, their running back is Michael Carter II.
Oh wait, he was with Seahawk before?
He was with the Jets.
I know that name.
I don't know if he went to the Seahawks, but I know he was with the Jets.
The green, so maybe that's it. All right, so Cardinals did not participate. Kelvin Beachum.
So their left tackle might be out. Left tackle or right tackle may be out. They got a lot of players on the IR. They do.
I'm not.
But welcome to the club.
Okay. Well, I'm not. We won't go through it.
Because we don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They haven't ruled anybody out yet. So, I would think that they're gonna come out there with Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, their wide receiving core. They're gonna try to run the ball. I think
James Conner and Trey Benson both went to IR.
Yeah, Benson was on there before Conner. Conner just went on there. And I think they might be getting DeMarco back off the IR. He went earlier in December, so his 4 weeks may just be up. It's a possibility. Wow. So they might get him back to go with Michael Carter. Other than that, they don't got any running backs.
I don't see Kyler Murray's name listed on the injury report at all.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think he's playing.
Okay, my bad. Okay.
So
all right.
We'll see, man. Any key matchups from this game, Mike? Because
I don't even know who's playing. No, there's no key. Yes, never mind. I'm lying.
Well, George Kittle is questionable. So if George Kittle's questionable, I think Buda Baker's going to play. Would you like to see that match? That would be my key matchup.
Sure. If they're both going to play, let's see it. Yeah, let's see it. I would go with yeah, fine. Let's take that matchup. Yep.
I mean, like you said, this is a tough game, right? Because no team is playing for anybody, anything. Excuse me. Like
I will. Yeah, I just don't want to see a catastrophic injury in this game. I want to see no one's 2025 season put on the line in this game. That's all I'm saying. Because what a game to lose somebody long term. This would not be it for
this
either
will be the
team.
first time I agree with that. Because you know me, I'm just like this football. Cat's gonna get injured regardless.
No, I'm go play.
No. But this will be the first time I actually agree with that.
Bad.
Yeah, this is the first time I actually agree with that, especially since this game has no significance whatsoever.
Nothing changes. Yeah,
Nothing.
We're still in last place.
Correct.
Like this would be a tough one to watch any kind of injury. So hopefully, I'm just gonna be praying for health and
Yeah, I mean, Cats might be playing to get incentives, but
yeah, that now that's something dope. I wish I knew the incentives of everybody's contracts, right? Like, man, like how many touches does Isaac Garrindo need, right? They probably gave him like, oh, if you get 50 touches, because they had Mason, Elijah Mitchell, and CMC.
Can I ask you this? Do you think Garrindo gets incentives in a rookie deal?
I don't know. You never know. You never know. Like,
I don't think.
No?
I don't. Nah.
Okay, who was Elijah Mitchell expected to play at the time of the draft?
Was Elijah Mitchell expected to play
at the time of the draft? Because I don't know. I'm being honest. I have no idea when exactly we were like, yeah, he's not doing shit. I don't know when his injury was. I don't recall what Elijah. He didn't do anything all season long, and so I don't know. Like, if you're signing a guy like Isaac Garrindo, you could throw in there like, oh, well, if you get this many touches, because you're thinking there's at least 3 guys ahead of him on the depth chart. You might not even make the final roster.
I'm mad Devo's ruled out, man. But I'm not mad.
Talk to me.
I'm
Why?
mad
He had 1 reception last game. What you mad at? You want to see a punt returner?
No, I just wanted to see him finish the season strong. But I guess he did. He scored a touchdown. All right, so here are the incentives for the Arizona Cardinals. I see 2 players with incentives. Kyler Murray, if he gets 50 yards rushing or more and a touchdown, he will get $750,000. And their linebacker, Zaven Collins, if he gets 1 or more sacks, he gets $300,000. So those are the incentives. I don't see any incentives for players.
All right, so now I know to do some house bets because Kyler Murray going to get that.
You think
we
so?
Can't tackle for shit. And he's as slippery as a greased up pig, bro. Are you kidding me? He already slippery.
We do need Juwan Jennings to get his 77 yards, right? We need it. It'll be his first time getting 1,000
What's 77
yards.
for? He's that's how far away he is from 1,000?
That's where he is.
Did he get any catches last game?
Yes.
How many? 1, 2? Because Pearsall was the one that went off last game. Can we talk about how'd you feel about Pearsall going off in the way that he did in this last game? And I'm saying going off, it was over 100 yards and he got a touchdown. I know what.
I don't know who I was doing a show with, but I had said that it would be the game for Pearsall. When I watched the film, bro, they were literally taking Deebo Samuel out of the equation. He had two guys on him like every single time he motioned across the football field or lined up on the football field. So I knew that Pearsall was going to be the guy. He lined up in the slot. Right. He motioned. He got open across the field, drag routes, whip routes. He was running the middle routes. Even on the interception, the route, I thought the route was good. Brock's ball just was not thrown to him. And it was crazy because it was like Brock was doing that same play to every other pass catcher. George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, same play, same route. It was right in front of them for them to catch. That one particular one where Kirby Joseph got his first interception of the game, it just literally went right over his head. Like I guess Kyle said the ball sailed on him or whatever, but I was a little upset with that one.
So in the beginning of the season, and even in this game, right, there were some people online saying that even though Pearsall had a good game, he doesn't get a lot of separation. Do you think that? Because I don't think that's the case. I think that people are so fooled by what separation looks like in Kyle's system versus league wide. I think Pearsall was getting a decent amount of separation.
It's tough to talk about separation, like, you know, because every player is defended differently. When they line up in front of Debo, they're pressing him. When they line up on Ricky Pearsall, they're playing off. When they line up on Jawan Jennings, they're playing off. It's weird, right? So I don't know if because of Debo's height, he doesn't get enough leverage coming out off the start. That's why it seems like he can't create the separation because he's being jammed from the line of scrimmage. But the other receivers are being
I
played.
feel like we know why that is.
Is it because he can't get open? I mean, like, what is it?
Well, because he's not the guy that's going to draw separation with his strides. It's not the speed in the route running.
So
right?
then
like
that's
Debo,
it's hard. It's hard to measure that if they don't defend every receiver the same way. Then
right? Yes, that's true.
If you're playing
like
5
if
yards
the scale's
off a
not
guy,
the same, you can't tell. Yeah,
you can't tell. If you're playing 5 yards off of a man, he better be able to get open. He got 5 yards of space.
Right, boom. As soon as they snap the ball, you got 5 yards separation. It's only counting down from there, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, I'm just trying to understand, like, how that works, man. Jawan Jennings was targeted 10 times. He had 7 catches, bro. They just weren't explosive.
Jennings had 7 catches in this game?
He finished with 67 yards. It just weren't big explosive plays.
So I got something to hope for. Let's get him to 77 then. I mean, we're going to lose because anytime you got a game over 70 yards, it's a wrap. Like, we don't win, but... You know, but I'm with that though. I'm with it. Like let's give me something to cheer for. Let me go ahead and set this card up here. Jawan Jennings over 70 yards. Kyler Murray over 40 yards rushing. I'm not taking the sack one. I'm not doing that. I got a feeling this offensive line gonna look good again. Not gonna lie to you.
It's gonna be a little different though because now they got a quarterback. I'm expecting this offensive.
Dobbs can move. And so can Purdy.
I'm expecting this to be more penalties then. Because I know Dobbs is gonna take off. Purdy doesn't take off. Purdy, and that's one of the things I need Purdy to be just greater at. He did a couple times in this game. He scored a touchdown on one. They're not the same, Mike. Dobbs will run.
Dobbs not a runner. He wants to stay behind the line of scrimmage and find somebody downfield. He's not a runner, bro.
Dobbs will run. I'm not saying he's a runner, but he will run. His thing is, my guy not open, I'm outie. Brock Purdy, my guy not open, I'm still trying to make the throw. Get open. No, Brock, run. Like, run. Like, the middle field's wide open, bro. You got 15 yards every single time. Hit the slide, get down. He scored a touchdown. If Brock can grasp that concept to his game, we watch every other quarterback do it, Mike. Even Jared Goff was trying to take off and run. He just tore this slow.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm only comparing Dobbs to Purdy, right? Like I think Purdy's quicker to move out of the pocket than Dobbs. I think Dobbs is a little more stubborn. I think Dobbs is a little more stubborn in the pocket where he's not going to just, someone's coming.
Mike? The last time Dobbs played the 49ers.
What I see and how I felt.
Okay, so the last time he played the Niners, bro, guess who led the Cardinals in rush? Well, second in rushing.
Wait, who are we talking about? What do you say?
When
last
he
time
was
Dobbs
a Cardinal,
played the Niners?
When he was a Cardinal, he rushed for over 50 yards. It was those plays. The Niners took away the deep passes down the field, and he found a hole up the middle.
Yeah,
and ran.
No. I guess because of that wide 9 thing, like it's easier to identify the lane, right? But when teams don't do that, so our opponents aren't doing that. And what I'm saying is, if both guys are under center and they snap the ball and the pocket starts to collapse, I think Dobbs is more apt to try to step up and navigate inside the pocket and throw, where Purdy's more quicker to like turn his back and try to escape the pocket and find someone to throw to. Do you get what I'm saying? I think Purdy's quicker to abandon the pocket than Dobbs is. Period. That's my comment.
I disagree. We about to find out though.
We gonna see.
We're gonna find out. So
now I might want to go to this game. I like a sloppy game.
And the cool thing is,
I like a sloppy game.
This is his former team. Like this is a team that traded him to Minnesota mid-season last year. You know what I mean? And so when Kyler Murray came back, it was like we don't need Dobbs. And so this is like you know,
do it.
I'm excited for him. I'm definitely excited for him. I actually want to see Josh Dobbs dice this defense up. I want to see him do it. I want to see.
Do you
if he can
think
make
that
the quick
QB2
throws.
is on the line right now?
Nah.
We've
I don't-
seen Allen for a full game, and we have not seen Dobbs for a full game.
That's
This
why
is
I
it
said
right
it's-
here.
Yeah, I mean, this is, but I don't think this is it for us. I don't think it's it for us. Is what I'm trying to say. Dobbs is gonna come out. Dobbs has a great game. That motherfucker is gone. He about to
Right.
get a contract. Like, there's a bunch of teams that need a bridge quarterback or such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why I said that. You know, basically.
All right. No. I'm with you. I think that I do think potentially QB2 could be on the line here. I think we saw a game with Joshua Dobbs. I mean, we
I
saw
think
a
they
game
go-
with Brandon Allen.
I think what I'm saying is they go elsewhere with QB2. Is what I'm saying.
No matter what. No matter what.
These guys are on the last year of their contracts. I don't think they're going to bring any of these guys back. If Josh Dobbs has a great game,
So you're telling me that there's two new quarterbacks in the building for the Niners next year?
I just think there might be one. Tanner Mordecai might take a role. Who was on the practice squad all season long, and then you bring in a backup quarterback. So there's your quarterbacks. You got one that's been in the system for a season, and you bring in a guy. Do I want the 49ers to play? Like, I listen to Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs wants to play football. Sam Darnold wanted to play football. They said what they had to say. They crossed the T's, dotted the I's. The moment they got the opportunity to play football, they were out.
You
Sam
buying
Darnold-
the Sam Darnold hype?
Mike, you can't deny that the guy is the
I'm
guy.
just asking the question. I'm not,
The guy. I don't know. He's good. He's good. He should be good though,
Okay.
right?
He's
he
good.
should be.
Okay.
He should be though, right? Slow start, bad teams. Come to the Niners, learn how to play football, learn how to film, all that stuff. We're no longer. It's crazy how we're no longer talking about Sam Darnold and ghosts. That's weird to me. Now Sam Darnold is a Pro Bowl quarterback, Mike. Is this the first year he's been a Pro Bowl quarterback? Wasn't he the
year.
first pick in the
And
first?
he's the second guy, second in Pro Bowl voting, bro, for the NFC. Wow,
He's that good, man.
Wow. Wow.
He's that good. And you know what helped him out? Just being here in San Francisco, learning the system.
Justin Jefferson. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, no, that too. But my point is, he got here and he learned the system, and then when he got to O'Donnell's system, it's the same system. You know, it's the same system. But the thing that the Vikings they live with Darnold's mistakes. He still's out there. He still will go out there and make mistakes. So got to find a way to route him up. He beat our ass though. Sure did. Remember they had the longest touchdown. Well, didn't they have the longest touchdown from the line scrimmage? And this year?
Yes. Yep.
Damn.
Yep. All right, man.
Great show,
It's good.
Mike.
I tell you what. This is what I'm looking for in this game. I just want to see the 49ers compete. I want to evaluate the depth, and I would like to see the Cardinals trying to win this game and see how good the 49ers can say, hey, not on our watch. I have no faith in our defense at all, and I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't play Fred Warner. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull guys like George Kittle after the first quarter or two, just wrap them in bubble wrap. And that's what makes it hard to really try to get into this game emotionally. We don't know what to expect. We don't know who to see. But I will be watching every second of this game, whether it be in person or poolside on the TV in the cabana. I will be watching this game every second of it, and I'm gonna have a good time, Wayne. I'm gonna make sure I'm going live as often as possible. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Nothing But Niners YouTube page for impromptu live videos during the game, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. That's all I got for you guys.
I'm excited too because the season's finally coming to an end. It's like this has been a nightmare. And a nightmare that you know is gonna be over, but you gotta wait to that final date for it to like be over. And so like, you know, the Niners get a break, coaches get a break, content creators get a break, everybody gets a break, and then they go back, they refresh, they come back supercharged for 2025 season. So I'm actually excited for just everything, and I'm hoping the Niners do go out with a bang, Mike. I'm hoping that the Niners go out, get a win, and then they hit that scout team and they get ready for the draft, man. And I'm hoping Kyle Shanahan's coaching tree, I'm hoping he gets a chance to really fine tooth coaches. Like pick guys that you know can help be a part of the root system that you have built here in Santa Clara. And, you know, we just been plucking this guy here, trying to repatch this, replace that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Kyle Shanahan, with this time off, will get an opportunity to do so. And we'll see what happens moving forward, Mike. Take us home, bro.
We live all the time, kicking it with the fam, bro. That's Breezy. I'm Mike. And this is The BAM Show.